So cute when you have idiot boards like that. But that's the lock. That's the lock keeper's house. That's Cheryl, who's surprising Steve. And we've got lots and lots of other people. There's the son, there's the brother-in-law's sister, there's Gran, there's
Enough already. Cut. Right, that's a lot. Oh, morning, Cheryl.
Sorry, well, nice to meet you. Hello.
Thank you very much. We've been introduced to the lock keepers, everybody so far, but what we need to see is the garden.
Yes.
And while we look at it, maybe one of these volunteers could make us a nice cup of tea. We've had a long journey.
I'm sure they would. I'm sure they would.
The road. This is the bit.
It's just the garden. Here you are.
It's actually quite tiny, isn't it?
It's a nice little spot.
Yeah.
Are these all going to be helping us?
They are.
This is going to be very cozy,
go on then, you're going to remember all the names.
Oh,
We've got
fantastic.
Kirsty,
Cheryl,
Will,
Willie,
Steve,
Rod, Tom,
Edna,
Anne, Gail,
Helen.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Nick.
And Nick.
he's boss.
Oh, I'll do it in reverse.
Steve's boss.
Oh, Steve's boss. Nice to meet you. So obviously you'll be sitting down for most of the job, will you? Directing.
Right, Cheryl, let's look at this here plant. Now, I have to say, it's quite noisy here, isn't it?
It is, I'm afraid. We've got the main road next to us.
Yeah, so you really wanted a secluded area for him to sit in,
definitely.
didn't
Yeah, it's when he finishes, it's nice. He wants to get away from it, so he's not on show all the time.
Because it's very open there, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So what we've decided to do is make this area much more of a secret area. This is quite sort of shady and woodlandy, so we want to enhance that a bit more with a lot more woodland planting, which should help block out some of the noise from the road.
That's good, yeah,
and then that's going to be the very rustic gazebo in there for you to sit in, and it's all going to be barked. This is more of a sort of entertaining area, deck area, because you were keen to have some deck.
Yeah, I do like that. He likes that as well.
Does he?
Good. Yeah, he would like that.
Right, so deck area there, and then that's sort of just very open screening like that, so you can still see in.
Yeah, that's nice. You want to still be able to see out as well. So
The problem with that panelling there, it's very much like blocking it off. It's not attractive in any way, is it? So
that's lovely.
Where's Steve gone for the 2 days?
He's gone on a course, health and safety course.
What will he be doing on the health and safety course then?
Well, he's apart from learning, I hope there's a jacuzzi and there's a swimming pool, so he's probably on the good side.
That's health and safety, is it? Well, I suppose it has to be by water, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right, tools out. Come on, guys. We just thought this would be a little thin path, about 6 inches thick. Lucky Charlie's here. Speed.
Are you going to tell me how so high?
Spot on, lovely. Right, have your tape back. Is that for me, darling? Oh, that's very kind of you. Mind you, that one looks like you've had a little chew of it already, have you? Shall I take this one?
No, I see that.
You've chewed that one too.
That's not chewed.
That one's not chewed.
No, that bit.
And that bit isn't. So can I eat this bit? Oh, thanks, Ellie. What do you reckon?
Grand job.
What do you think, Will?
Great job, Kirsty.
So can it be your apprentice then?
Any day.
Hold on a minute, did that fit?
Yes! Surprise in his voice I heard there.
Well, ish. Right, well, this is a new product. They're called carpet stones. Oh, they look good. Let's pick them up. This is a circle, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Yeah. They all come up together, and if you have a look at the back, they've got this backing that allows you to lay a great big dollop of them all at once.
Cheryl, you're going to have enough Baileys here to supply you in spaghetti's bolognese for the next 20 years, mate.
That's good.
So was he suspicious at all being sent away on a health and safety course?
No, because it was mentioned a few months ago. He knew the course was looming at some stage.
It's a very unusual job, lock keeping, isn't it?
It's a lovely job. I mean, it's not just literally walking up and down the river. I mean, he's in charge of the weirs. There's 2 weirs, and sort of has to check the water levels, especially in the winter.
Yes.
When the water levels are very high.
How long have you been here?
We've only been here just over a year. He worked at Teddington for just 2-3 years, and then this job came up, and there's a house is involved. And I come from Molesey originally, so it's nice to. Mum's just down the road, so it's nice to come back.
Right, well, I hope you don't move then after we've...
No, hopefully the next 20 odd years. I have no intentions of moving again.
Would be nice if we went for a ride down the river somehow.
It looks fun.
I'd like that, Jess.
Yeah?
Shall we go now?
Shall we go now? Yeah, that'd be good. Through the arch window today, you can see Tommy Walsh. I hope it's easy to put up.
So do I. Have a feeling there won't be any instructions.
No. I like this. Cable ties.
Instant highs.
That's a bit bendy, that one.
Then the things are on the inside and on the outside of that one.
Bendy's good. Bendy's good, is it? Yep. Yes, it is. You wait, Tommy.
Not that we do things wrong.
Tommy will be
Just
over in a minute. You
differently.
can't put these together with ties. That's the manufacturer's recommendations.
Got it in writing.
Inside?
I would put it like just over those cuts.
Charlie, you can't connect them with cable ties.
What? Manufacturer's
writing we have.
instructions.
Well, to use cable ties.
Yep. So here on that bit of
say-
paper.
That looks naff, doesn't it?
Do the other long one
Okay.
first.
But that means that these have got to rest on either to either.
Ah!
Oh God!
Ah!
We didn't read it properly.
The cable ties,
Yeah.
the cable ties should be replaced with screws in the long term. I'll rest my case.
Thanks, Tommy. Thanks a lot, mate. Would have been fine with the little cable ties.
Now, you've seen me do these decks many times. Stage 1, very simple. Screw 4 pieces of timber together to make the outside frame. Step 2 is to level it up on the blocks, and that's the framework done. Now, as for the rest of this garden, it's marked out. There's going to be flower beds along there. They're going to alternate from side to side. This area here, which you see marked out, excuse the noise, around there, that's all going to be cobbles on the floor, these cobble mats. The gazebo's up in the corner. There's going to be a bark path going from the back door to there, isn't there, Charlie?
Yep.
And another one from here round to there.
Yep.
And it's all going to be planted. And what about those hurdles? Then what hurdles?
They're up. They're up.
Okay.
Now you come this way. Can't believe this, day 1, and we've got the plants out and we're starting planting. This is our woodland area over here. Now the problem with this area is because of all the trees, it's very dry. So I'm going to have to dig in loads of organic matter. And remember, when you go and buy plants that like dry shade, like the Mahonia, the Begonia, or Cuba japonica, and we got a purple hazel over there. They've been grown in really, really good conditions. So if you just put them in the ground and think, oh, they'll be fine, they like dry shade, they won't be. So the first year, you've got to look after them really well, water them, put lots of organic matter in, then they'll be fine.
Well,
Yeah?
the first couple of mixes can be a bit dry.
Right.
Because we've got a dip in the middle and just
You want to take it out of it?
stiffen it. But look, every time I happen to be in a piece of cake, someone always films it.
Not fair, Tom. You hardly ever eat. He hardly ever eats, you know.
Look, all homemade. And
I should have caught you when you went back, shouldn't I?
yeah, I know. Well, let's go and discuss the next bit.
All right, we'll be in a minute.
Right, so this is going to be for my liner. The water feature is going to be ever so simple. We're going to drop the liner in here, and it's going to come up the edge, and there'll be a deep well area here. And I'm just putting those pebbly bits in and one spout of water. So very, very simple.
Hi, Pat. How are you, mate?
Good.
Give me a hand. Oh, I got it.
Thanks very much.
You got one off the back, please? Thank you. I got it. How's things going?
That's good. Is Steve around? Not on duty?
Steve's not about, mate. No, we've sent him on a course. We've got ground force in.
Really?
And the lock cage is getting a little bit of rejuvenation, shall we say.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
So, when you reach the top,
Can we see?
come and have a look. Yes. Yeah, of course you can.
Thank you.
I'm hoping that these are going to be proved to be very efficient time-wise for us. It's a bit...
There?
One presumes the other one links in.
Yes. Hoping.
Hold on, guys.
I need a pen. Well, that was pretty quick, wasn't it? Oh, more muck.
That should probably do for just now.
Yeah?
Yep.
I think they look pretty groovy, Tommy.
Yeah.
I do. They're not too uniform. That's what I like about them.
Now that allows, if you have a look closely, you can see as I've tapped them, the wet mortar's come up between them, and that should grip them and anchor them so they shouldn't move then. And of course, it's sort of flattened them out a little bit. I won't say they're exactly level, but they'll do.
Yeah, we're just in the hotel just down the way there. So it's quite nice. It's got a wee jetty at the front. You know, you can sit by the river and have a nice drink and watch the boats go by.
That's good.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
I've got a wee surprise lined up for you.
Oh yeah, what's that then?
We might have a wee trip in a boat.
Whee!
Some guys have just stopped by, see how we're getting on, and asked if they could take us out.
Oh, that's
It's a nice old like wooden canoe boat.
Oh, fantastic.
A canoe?
Make it wobble. You're sitting in the middle, Tommy.
Well, you sure? That's, oh, this is very comfortable.
Are you? Where?
It's immaculate. How old's this boat?
As old as you.
Built in 1910.
So, Tom, if you take those.
So it's working good age.
It's nearly 100 years old.
That's
is it
right.
safe?
That's right. Yeah, oh, yeah, it's perfectly
Wayne, are you
safe.
hopping
Except it's a bit tippy. If you
It's a bit
weight
too,
like
one too
yours.
many drinks.
A bit like us, really, a bit tippy.
Would you like a top up?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, right.
Well, he's one of our top rowers.
Oh, is it?
He was. He's getting a bit long in the tooth, a bit like me.
There's Hampton Court there.
Where?
Just there.
It's really good having a glass of wine with you. This is tremendous having you on.
Well, it's
Really
not bad having a cold beer either, I can assure you.
You worked for it.
Thank you.
Mind you step there.
Nice way to come to work.
Yeah. See you in a bit.
Coming to help us out with.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the lift, Nick. And thank your wife for this wonderful tie.
Nice tie,
Cheers,
Tommy.
mate. Look, this is the first Tommy's tie. Individually handmade in silk by Nick's wife.
Good morning. How are you?
Morning.
Did you hear from him at all?
I found him last night. And a little problem,
Yeah,
but
why?
hopefully it'll be sorted out. He's having such a good time. He said he's not coming home.
Oh, fantastic.
And he's planning on going out for drinks tonight with the lads, you see.
Oh, well, that's understandable.
Yeah, well, yeah. But
No,
so,
not really, Tommy. It's not understandable.
Drink with the boys.
I've spoken to Nick in the office.
Morning, Cheryl.
Morning, good morning. And we've sort of got a plan up our sleeves, I believe.
What's
and Nick's
the
got a phone.
I've got to call him, have I?
You've got to speak to him on the phone this morning. I've arranged 9:15. He's expecting a call from you.
Okay.
And hopefully get him back, so he should be all right.
What do you think about me new work
It's
dress?
very nice, actually.
See,
It's
look.
very smart.
It's got me braces on it as well.
Did you have a red shirt on anyway, or was that just
Just
luck?
just natural colour
Absolute
coordination, dear.
wonderful.
Shall we start?
Yes, yes.
Let's get the mixer on.
That looks great.
Put that wire there.
Hello.
Steve,
Morning.
it's Nick.
How you doing, Nick? All right.
I'm all right, mate. How you doing?
I'm all right, thank you.
How's the course going?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, just a bit of a late night last night.
A bit of a late night, was it? I know it's awfully short notice, but Hampton Court are building an ice rink
Yeah.
in December, and they want to do some PR around the lock side, but they're filming. I'd really like to get you back as sort of the local resident lock keeper.
Yeah, that's fair. That's cool.
There's a bike taxi coming to collect you at 3:30 on the dot.
That's all right.
All right, Steve.
All right, Nick.
We'll see you later on, mate. Yeah.
See you later on.
Magic.
Take care.
Cheers. Bye.
Tommy, can I take your watch, mate? Keep an eye on the time. It's all right. I'll give it back, honest.
Yeah, I'd like it back in one piece.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I'd rather it not be found or lost somewhere in the middle of the jungle out there.
It's all right, I'm only cleaning out the water feature in a minute. The time now is 25 to 11 and Tommy's gone on to go slow mode, so I'm going to push his watch forward by half an hour every 20 minutes or so it speeds him up. What am I going to do? Oh, boy, so what's time now?
It's 20 to 11.
So if I go 10 past 11, just remind him every so often.
Okay.
Howdy, Tommy. Just to make sure your cameraman and yourselves recognise the lock keeper, that's Steve. At his very best.
You can see he's got lots of didgeridoo all up there and on his fingers.
What are didgeridoos?
Tattoos.
Tattoos, look at those.
Didgeridoo. Charlie, doesn't he look like somebody?
Mel Brooks?
He's about 84, Mel Brooks. I don't think Steve will be enamoured with that. Old Lasso Jack there. Very good. No watch, I'm back to work, back to work.
Well, it started to rain and time is moving on fast. For Tommy, it's moving on much faster than it is for other people. And I'm planting the plants. Now, we've got some herbaceous plants here. Now, I know herbaceous plants aren't low maintenance, but the ones we've gone for have got very rigid stems, so you don't need to stake them. We've got Achillea, we've got Echinacea, we've got Astrantias, we've got these Eryngium agavifolium, which got lovely foliage, and then these go all sort of little blue flowers on them. So you don't need to bother staking them, which makes life much easier for him. Oh, and there's a great plant over here. This is called obedient plant, and it's called obedient plant because when you move the flowers, they stay where you put them. Isn't that fun? Tommy, how you going, mate? It's coming up to 1:30.
Right.
What is it actually, Kirsten?
It is 5 to 12.
Hey, last big plant going in. It's a euonymus. And there's quite a lot of different varieties. They've got this lovely variegation. The one thing to watch is they do revert. And when you say revert, it means they go back green like that. So when you see something like that, you go along and make sure you cut back to a variegated bit. And that'll stop them all going green.
Do you know what, Rod? I don't know whether this working on the river's a good thing. Makes everything shrink. I mean, look at your trousers.
I was 12 when I bought these, Tom.
Is that 2 hours?
Pardon?
It's 2:30.
Start quoting that watch thing to me, you know.
I want to talk to you about your watch, Tommy. Look what it's done to me. Look, it's cut me.
That's all right. Yeah, I'll show you how to solve that. Come here. No, I'll show you how to solve that problem. It's quite easy, see, because all you do is you just
Break my arm.
get it off like that, you see. Give it back to its rightful owner.
Okay then.
Get it all. You know, it's 22 minutes to 3.
Is it?
Yeah. Willie,
We're going to get a shift on then.
running on. The deck. A recap. Stage number 1 is you cut and make an outer frame, screw it together, lift it into place. Stage 2 is level it up on blocks. And stage 3, which I've just finished, is fix all the joists. And then all you have left to do is fix the decking boards. Charlie, there's 45 minutes left. That's all we got.
Well, you better hurry up then.
Come on, Rod. We've got to speed up here, mate.
What's the time, Richard? 2:20.
Keep them coming, Will.
When are you going to let him in under sea?
But he seems to be doing very well on it.
He's putting me under fierce pressure. I'm telling me his toilets are
I'm too scared to tell him now.
Well, I will do it.
Yeah, you tell him.
Mind you better not. You may not finish the dish.
Wait until he's on the last bit. So I do want to smash it a bit here. First.
Yep. It's actually
1, 2, 3. You need to twist it. Just swap to us.
What? Oh, Charlie. I ain't tried nothing yet. You're such a grass, aren't you? Supposed to be working with me.
I think these ones here.
It's 5 o'clock. He's supposed to be back at 5, isn't he?
5-ish, yeah.
Come on, nearly done.
Put it there on the shoulder.
You all finished, mate?
Deck's done.
Deck's done, so we just need to clean up.
Has someone delayed him because he's supposed to be back at 5?
Huh?
He's supposed to be back at 5 past.
Cheryl, what's the time, Cheryl?
It's nearly 3:15.
It's all your fault.
It's when do I throw up?
Well,
What stage do I throw up?
There it is. Hello, darling. How are you?
Okay, then take your hat off.
What's all this? As you can see, I'm totally embarrassed. How are you? Nice to see you.
You too. You have a good ride?
Yeah. Hello. Oh, I don't believe it.
Set up!
You want to see the garden
Well,
now?
I think I should have a look down here. I'm a bit windswept at the moment. Yeah. Now this is some feature. This is certainly some feature. My God, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Is this your design, Cheryl? Close?
It's, well,
Ish.
ish. That's a good
Wow,
word, ish.
absolutely brilliant. Really is good.
In their very own wildwood gardens, Steve and Cheryl can tell tales of the riverbank at the end of a busy day, messing about on the river.
Now, whether it's the rustic screens that separate this place from the world outside, or the timeless features we've built here, but I know for a fact that this is just the sort of place where you can lose track of time altogether.
I know, it's embarrassing.